Hey,
Hi.
have any of you got a pet, a cat or a dog, right? You know what it's like when you shake the food box and that cat or dog runs into the room with glee in its eyes, ready to devour that food. Well, I know what that's like, but another version. Whenever Zhen hears, she's got a chaga detector in her ears, and whenever she hears chaga, she would run into that room, but not in a good way, but she'd run there with redness in her eyes and pure fury. That's a side of Jen I've never seen before. Why do you hate Chalga so much?
Okay. So first things first, I do not hate Chalga, and I think this is a very wrong picture that you've painted of me. I don't listen to Chalga and I don't like the genre, but a lot of people from my country do, and I believe everyone is entitled to their own opinion when it comes to this. So I don't hate it, I just don't like it.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to give a quick 35 seconds rundown for those of us who aren't from Bulgaria of what Chalga is. Chalga is a genre of music that originated in various parts of Europe, but the most popular type of Chalga originated in the former Yugoslavia in the early 1980s. Now, the current rendition of Bulgarian Chalga that we have didn't really come about until after the fall of the Soviet Union in 1989.
Which Bulgaria wasn't even part of.
So, from how I understand it, and do correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of Bulgarians found that when they listened to Chalga, it gave them a sense of freedom and liberation from what some would call the oppressive communist regime. Now, if that is true, and that's what Chalga means to some people, why is that such a bad thing, Jen? Come on, we need to know this.
I'm not saying that this specific thing is a bad thing. Yes, music is, you listen to music in your own time. So if it makes you feel less oppressed, fantastic, listen to it. But Chalga on its own, I don't like it for a few reasons and I don't mind sharing them with you. The lyrics and the melody of the songs are very repetitive. There is also a lot about sex. About having somebody else's man, about behaving in an inappropriate way, which nicely leads me to my second point. The women that sing Chalga songs are not always good singers, good singers with a good, beautiful, trained voice. They are just very, very good looking women, and they always the majority of them play on their artificial beauty. And I'm not just talking about makeup, I'm talking about that it's a well-known fact that many of them have a lot of plastic surgeries done on them to look in a certain way. And when they sing the songs and they have the videos for these songs, they always portray themselves in a very sexual, very attractive way, as if the song is not good enough.
I've just realised something. So the reason why you don't like me watching Chalga is because you think that I'm going to run off with one of those women instead.
Absolutely not. And if you do run with one of those women, it's only you that we have to feel sorry about. Because also, actually, another thing that I've read in the newspapers, and it might not be true, but is that a lot of singers from those genre are actually very interested in famous and rich people, and you need a famous, not really particularly rich. So I don't think you stand a chance.
All right, I'm going to change it a little bit. Okay, so I'm a Christian, right?
Mm-hmm.
And growing up, I was exposing myself to different musics and trying to get a different grasp of where different genres are coming from.
Right.
So I came across, in my teens, the genres of Christian hip hop or Christian rock music.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of, I used to read a lot about it, and a lot of the boards I read were saying how you can't have Christian rock or you can't have Christian rap. You just can't do that because of what rap inherently is or what rock inherently is. Are you one of those sorts of people that, I mean, what if a Christian song came out with Chalga, a Christian song under the genre of Chalga, the style of Chalga, if that came out and they were singing, or not even Christian, something that was singing positive about world peace, singing about, empowerment to women, singing about all these positive things, would that still be bad for you?
Okay, when you find to me a song that is a Chalga song, that is a Christian song, or as you said, a song that promotes all these positive things, you come to me and play it to me, and I'll definitely listen to it. But I'm saying that the overall, Chalga song description and substance is not what I would listen to. You very rightly put in here, like it can be something else. It can be about feminism, it can be about self-worth and stuff like this. But I think what the problem is here is that for me personally, and I obviously this is just my opinion, but this music is exposed because it's so popular. You're exposing each next generation to it, and this is where I guess my biggest problem with it lies. That a lot of young women in Bulgaria are trying to copy those women who are in the songs. And again, I have to a small insertion here. When I said about the plastic surgeries, we're not just talking about fixing a nose, okay? We're talking about reconstructing your face. There is a very famous singer, Preslava, that I knew because she started when I was a teenager, so I was aware of the music. I've listened to some of the songs. The way she looked back then, and I've seen a picture on Google recently. It's not just because it's been 10 years or whatever. Her face looks completely different. Now, a young person who doesn't, when you're a young girl, a teenager, you're still finding your self-worth, you're still learning about life. If this is the kind of person that you want to look like, you are not going to appreciate your natural beauty, and you're not just going to start using makeup. You're going to be wanting to change your face, to change your body completely, and then what happens? Where do your values lie, and how would you explain that you don't have to go that far? It's one thing listening to the music, it's another thing looking like them. But they create that whole industry and that whole attraction to young women to look like this, as well as young men. If a man expects you to look like this, like a Barbie doll, 100% of the time, and then these jokes appear like, oh, when she doesn't have her makeup on, or you see her when it's her most natural state, you'll be like afraid or scared or surprised. Why does he have to be like this? Because that young man had that impression that women should look like this. I think it's just wrong. I'm sorry.
No, okay, no, I understand what you're saying. So basically, it's the culture behind it that you don't like, not necessarily the music and how it sounds too much.
That's correct.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Zhen. What do
I'm
you
sorry, I just want, you might sound very passionate, but I just want to say that there are Bulgarian songs. There is what?
No, sorry, go on.
There is Bulgarian music, like the traditional Bulgarian music, and also the old or even the current Bulgarian estrada music, which is beautiful, and there's so much more history and everything in it that you can listen to. So I just don't want, I'm not very happy when Bulgaria and Chalga are like together, and all foreigners know about when it comes to music is this music. Traditional Bulgarian music is 1,000 times better.
Thank you. I've learned something today.
Yeah, me too, with your research about the origins of Chalga, whatever.
What do you guys think? We'd love to hear from you Bulgarians out there. Maybe even Boris, that would be good. Any comments down below. Speak to you soon.
Bye.